What's up, YouTube? This is MJ's Total Health and Wellness Enrichment back again. Ask that you please hit the like and subscribe button along with the bell icon to be notified when I drop videos. I want to start off just by saying that I saw the rumors that Joshua is supposed to be fighting Ngannou, and I just can't help but to think that this whole situation reminds me of the Riddick Bowl and Lennox Lewis fiasco many years ago. I was a young kid right before I was a teenager, but I remember watching, Bo and Lennox Lewis coming up and just wondering, like, why couldn't we get the fight? Of course, during my 10 or 11-year-old mind 30 years ago, just really, I didn't know about the politics and things like that. And the thing about this Joshua and Ngannou fight, I really would not be surprised if Ngannou knocks AJ out. I really wouldn't be surprised at all. And, if that happens, it just makes me think about the missed opportunity that we had with AJ and Wilder. I mean, that right there definitely would have been just a super fight. Honestly, I mean, just the hundreds of millions of dollars that was left on the table, and I just find it it's just real awkward and strange how Deontay had spoke about fighting Ngannou, and when he mentioned that, now all of a sudden Fury swooped in and got the fight. And then when Deontay loses, now AJ swoops in to get the fight. And it's just like, I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. But when I think about it, sometimes, we have to keep our thoughts to ourselves, because sometimes when you verbalize certain things, people will come and will steal your ideas. I think that it's a situation where if I'm Wilder and Ngannou, that's something I will negotiate behind the scenes and not let it get out in public, because when things become public, now you have a situation like this to where the Fury or AJ swoop in to fight Ngannou, but then again, AJ would not fight you, Wilder, even though it would be a more lucrative fight. I mean, I've been waiting on the Wilder and AJ fight for 5, going on 6 years now, and it just reminds me just of Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis, about great fights that we'll never see happen. And to me, it's just sad, because to me, win, lose, or draw, whether it be AJ or Wilder, that to me would have been a legacy fight. You're talking about, at that time, 2 prime, undefeated African American fighters going for undisputed. I mean, and you just, wow, I just look at it like, man, I really missed that fight there, man. I tell you, that was something that would have been huge, So, hopefully we can see, but I've seen a lot of good and great fights over the years in boxing, but sometimes when you start to think about the fights that we didn't have, like, I was a little too young to remember, but they told me about the Sugar Ray Leonard Empire, fight that never happened. That was a little bit before my time, because my very first pay-per-view boxing match was when Hagler and Leonard fought. I think I want to say I was about maybe 5 years old, and my parents had a fight party. It was in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. We was on base, and they ordered the fights with the fight party. So, when it comes down to this boxing, I'm almost 4 decades in this boxing. You know what I'm saying? Close to 40 years. So I'm just not one of these new age fans that'll come along. And I just really just wish and hope that we can start to get some of these fights before they fizzle out, And we look at Juan Manuel Lopez and Yorkis Gamboa. There was a fight that we should have got when those guys were prime and undefeated. But once again, let these fights marinate. And what happened when you let a fight marinate? Juan Manuel Lopez started getting knocked out left and right, and then Gamboa started getting knocked out. So, guys, when the iron is hot, you gotta strike. And I want to see the best fight the best in their prime. There's no need to sit here and marinate. The thing about it is this: we don't have a whole lot of stars out here in boxing to be letting these fights marinate. There are not many stars. So what are you guys marinating? Right now, the best need to fight the best right now to go ahead and, separate themselves and do what you got to do. And, I don't want it to be another situation of Bo and Lennox 2.0. So the best need to fight the best, I look at a Devin Haney. He's stepping up these challenges. So, my thing right now is, why, if Devin fights Ryan, that'd be great. And after Devin, if he's successful in defeating Ryan, I want to see Devin and Teofima Lopez. Teofimo is doing a lot of talking, but you're not putting any action behind those words. It's time. It really is time for you guys to all fight. And Devin has stepped up, and he's doing what he's got to do. The rest of these guys, you guys got to stop acting like prima donnas, because at the end of the day, a hardcore fan like myself, I'm not going to pay to watch any mediocre fights. Honestly, with Teofimo, you're not a pay-per-view star, man. So what you need to do is you need to get out your head that somebody's going to pay you $20 million to fight when you can't even sell out the smallest theater in MSG. Come on, man. Come on. You need to get real. Right now, T.O., you need to go ahead and take that 1.5, 2, 3 million. That's where you're at right now. You're not a star. See, a lot of these guys have a misconception that, you're going to come out the gate and get this big money. No, you have to work your way up. Now, Teofimo, if you were to fight Devin and you were to defeat Devin or obliterate Devin, then you can come back to the table and say, you know what? I obliterated Devin. We packed the seats. We had good pay-per-view numbers. Now you can go and say, okay, I want 5, 10 million, but you can't do that right now. I mean, you need to get in reality right now, man. And it cheats us fans of these fights that need to be made before you guys start getting knocked off. And, I'll rehash on this. Tank. You got Shakur there, Frank Martin. You need to go ahead and make these fights, man, before you mess around and fight one of these Sanchez's and Garcias and you get knocked off. What happens then after that? Once again, the best need to fight the best. This is MJ's Total Health and Wellness and Enrichment. About to go ahead and check out, but once again, Please hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell icon. Be notified when I drop videos. And just please help support the channel. Peace.